Beautiful city by the bay.
I left my heart in San Francisco.
San Francisco, the city by the bay, whose sprawling skyline generates a cosmopolitan atmosphere, which also blends with a special charm, symbolized by trolley cars and steep inclines, and well-known landmarks like Fisherman's Wharf, Ghirardelli's Bridge. And in the center of it all is San Francisco Bay. Hello, everyone. I'm Chris Schenkel. We thought there could be no better place to open today's telecast of the Professional Bowlers Tour than right here in the heart of the bay, and especially when you're aboard Captain Murray Smalley's 68-foot yacht, Mariner II. The PBA has been coming to this area since 1962, and since that first visit, we've taken away many fond memories and unforgettable experiences. One of the first was Johnny Gunther's performance in San Jose in 1969. It was a historic day as he threw a 300 game, only the second in the history of championship round competition. Although the following year did not produce a 300 game, the finals were just as dramatic as Dave Davis defeated Earl Anthony and Nelson Burton Jr. In 1973, Allie Clark opened the season in startling fashion as he advanced through a veteran field with a 4-game total of 956. Jim Stefanich owned the tournament limelight the next year when he tossed a 300 game, the last time a perfect score had been recorded in the final round. And 2 years ago, Mark Roth accomplished the near impossible when he converted the 7-10 split, all a part of the excitement on the Professional Bowlers Tour. ABC Sports presents live from Alameda, California. It's the Professional Bowlers Tour celebrating our 20th anniversary. Today it's the championship round of the $100,000 Alameda Open. And here are the bowlers in today's finals. Our tournament leader needs little introduction. The PBA's all-time leading money winner and title holder, Mr. Bowling, Earl Anthony. The number 2 qualifier is Ted Hannes, making his first appearance in the championship round. In third place, a PBA Hall of Famer from Leawood, Kansas, Dave SOUTAR. Appearing in our first match from Medford, Oregon, the holder of 14 PBA titles, Marshall Holman, and his opponent in game number 1 from Cleveland, Ohio, Jeff Moran. That's our field today on the Professional Bowlers Tour. And we are live once again at Mel's Bowl here in beautiful Alameda, California. And you heard Tony Bennett at the top saying about leaving your heart in San Francisco. Everyone in the Bay Area, their hearts are in Pontiac, Michigan. You can count on it. This is 49er country, no doubt. Wow. We've done a lot of championship games, but I've never seen an area rooting for a team that plays Cincinnati tomorrow. Incidentally, I took a poll of our 5 finalists, and the score, 3 of them are for the 49ers, 2 of them are for the Cincinnati Bengals. I won't tell you who they are until later. But anyway, our field is a group. They've all won. And of course, our tournament leader is the man, the bowler of the decade in the 70s, just an all-time great, Earl Anthony, who's now a businessman in the California area. And speaking of business, in 1963, Earl started the tour, and you'll look at what he did, $0. Well, he left, came back in 70, picked up enough change to pay for gasoline, etc. But look, in 1975, 107,585. And last year, setting an all-time record, $164,735. Current total, well, he's nearing the $1 million mark, and we'll be counting down to that as we go along here on our 1982 Professional Bowlers Tour. Our colleague, Nelson Burton Jr., arrived late and couldn't join me on my yacht here in the Bay, but he's here with Earl Anthony right now. Bo?
All right, Skipper, thank you very much. With me is a man who has a chance to be the first $1 million man in a game of bowling. And, Earl, you have to have a timetable set for yourself. Can we look forward to seeing you break the $1 million mark on the 1982 Winter Tour?
That's my plan, Bo. I'd like to do it before the Winter Tour is over. I don't plan to bowl that much anymore. I'm going to cut back a little bit, so I'd like to do it before the Winter Tour is over, hopefully as soon as possible.
Well, Earl, as far as 1982 goes, we said on the first championship round in L.A. that we could look for some young players out here. But last year we saw 2 players roll for the title. There was 38 years of total age between them, and yet this week you're the tournament leader at age 43 in an old veteran field. What makes a bowling center favor, say, the old-timers and some to favor the young players?
I really feel that it's experience, Bo. I think as you come into a center like this where you have to make good shots, you have to cross and make adjustments pair to pair, lane to lane. The lanes change dramatically as the day goes on from morning till evening. The guys are changing bowling balls, they're changing angles, they're changing releases, changing ball speeds. That comes with experience, and I think that's the key to why you have 5 veterans on the telecast today.
All right, Captain Schenkel, Earl Anthony's in #1 position. Let's see what he can do today.
Okay, I was only kidding. It is not my yacht. I work for ABC, and they don't pay me enough to own a yacht like that. Anyway, $100,000 at stake in this tournament, and you see the breakdown. $13,000 the winner, $7,500, $5,500, $4,500, and $4,000. Our first match, a revenge